Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now, and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a necktie, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a necktie.
Hi everyone, welcome to Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Apsey and...
I'm Daryl Nicholson, more than just a postcode. A bit blurry these eyes this morning, mate. I've only had about 2 hours sleep, so got home about 4 this morning. And not from being at Tats with you like on New Year's Eve. I was working, earning some money. And I woke up at 7, thanks to the neighbours who've got kids running around the backyard, so I do thank my neighbours. Appreciate that. So, mate, today's Friday, the 22nd of January in the year 2021. Still an interesting year. Low of 14, high of 27. It's now 18 degrees. 30% chance of rain, mate. So it's looking promising today. So
that's good.
So, mate, we're down at Travel Mugs. Coffee. How's the street's been quiet this week?
Yes, there has been.
And Matt's been saying the same thing. It's been quiet.
It's been very quiet in the CBD. So. There's always car parks. You've got the 3-hour one out the back.
No one's parking out there, mate.
No.
It's an empty car
park. Why would people pay to park for 3 hours when they can go to Green Central for free?
That's right, for 3 hours.
Council, it's time you stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, Council. Listen to Ben Apsey. He'll be around in 2024. Just get ready. So, Mr. Independent might be then. Oh, by the way, we've just worked out you're from the right. I'm from the left. I'm sort of in the middle though, like how Luke sits, you know, he's not a Biden supporter, but he doesn't like Trump either, but, you know, sitting that way there. So big shout out to Luke, Light and Dark Productions, who are putting this together for us every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. You did quite well on Wednesday, mate.
Did I?
The young Andrew Bolt is there.
I wouldn't call me that.
Well, I am, and a lot of people have saying the same thing to me, so... I thought he delivered quite well. What do you think, Luke? Did he deliver pretty good on... I thought Wednesday's show was pretty good and people were commenting as well, so...
I know. Well, the Facebook thing, the Business Suite, didn't show me any of the comments. So I just got in there later that afternoon and I saw seven or so notifications. Oh, okay.
So throw in some good comments if you watch. And also, thanks to Luke, we are streaming also on Toowoomba 4358 TV, so I really do appreciate that, Luke. So... getting the reach out there. Don't forget to like Good Morning Toowoomba, like and share that as well. Also jump on board Toowoomba 4358 TV if you haven't joined up, and like and share that as well. So, mate, a bit of an offer. I'm feeling a bit generous today, mate. What I'm saying is if you come down to Travel Mugs, which is at, what address?
172 Margaret Street. 172
Margaret Street, next to Sofra.
So it's part of the Globetrotters shop front.
Yeah.
Which still is confusing people.
I know it is.
Even though there's all of the Travel Mug signage on one side.
Yep.
2 businesses, 1 location. Just like Grand Central.
Yep. So what I'm saying is if you come down and see Ben here at Travel Mugs and say you saw this on 4358 TV, I'll shout your coffee. So I'll put it on my account and then Ben will also give you a free voucher for your next visit for another coffee. So come on down. Open tomorrow. You're not taking the long weekend off like Chris Lipke?
No.
He's
open...
declared a long weekend.
Well, a lot of people have taken the Monday off. It's sort of it generally does happen when a public holiday falls on a Thursday or a Tuesday. A lot of people go, I'll have that one day off, thank you.
Well, Chris said it's un-Australian to have a public holiday on a Tuesday.
Well...
It's a celebration of a nation. It's just
I think it's un-Australian to have it on a weekend and then not be given an extra day off. That's un-Australian.
We have so many more public holidays.
And it's un-Australian to work the afternoon of Melbourne Cup Day. There's things that you do not do, like Anzac Day. You do not work until midday.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I agree with that. So you're going to be open tomorrow. You open today.
Open today.
So if you come down today, mention 4358 TV. It'll go on my account. We'll shout your coffee. Ben will give you another voucher. Open tomorrow?
Yes.
So you're not...
8 a.m. till 12 tomorrow. So just the standard Saturday.
4 hours, yep.
4 hours. Nice and short and sweet.
Yep. Monday?
That period where everyone needs their caffeine. Yes, we'll be open Monday.
Okay. Tuesday?
No.
You're not? Okay. Tuesday.
Un-Australian to work on a public holiday.
I'm working Tuesday.
Penalty rates.
I'm working Tuesday. Yeah, the club is open, so
Tuesdays
I've
for
got an
pool
early start,
parties.
actually. Yeah.
Tuesdays
so.
for pool parties. If anyone's got one going on, would love an invite.
Oh yeah, if you've got some Australia Day celebrations going on, let us know so we can get on Monday's show. Council are very quiet. I don't even know if there's anything.
They are doing the ceremonies.
Okay, right.
But that's about as much as I've heard as they're doing. So
Yeah, and I guess they'll do the traditional Aussies getting sworn in and getting their certificates to become an Australian. So usually happens.
I know the Met have got a Bolter Brewing and Pies Day on Tuesday, which I'm very excited for.
I had a Bolter the other night with Andrew from Join the Adventure. We'll talk about that in a minute. But cool, mate. Toomba's Best Cafe, Matt Preston. I saw a little video that was on the Chronicle website.
Yeah, Chronicle website.
Screaming out for Toomba's Best Cafe. So if you've got your favourite cafe, nominate them.
Nominate them.
There's a chance.
Well, I mean, Sweet Talk did just take out a finalist position in the Business Excellence Awards.
Yeah.
So, and then Rosalie House.
Yeah.
Pipped them for that one. So,
mate, you haven't been out to Rosalie House yet?
I haven't. No.
Well, I happened to go out there with Polo because she does a bit of consulting for them, and they're about to do their next harvest in the next week or so. The grapes are coming along quite well. Then they'll have their next lot of wine that'll get made. So, but absolutely beautiful there. Our general manager goes there, just absolutely loves the food out there. Gay and Arthur were out there last weekend. I think I saw them there. So, but if you're looking for something to do, that's something you can do this weekend. We'll talk about the weekend. Head out to Rosalie House and enjoy a nice lunch out there and get into it. Mate, Jody and Andrew were in town from Join the Adventure. If you haven't checked out Join the Adventure, do that. And gave us a good plug down here. Gave 4350 TV a good plug in Travel Mugs. Great shots. Plug.
Oh, excellent photos. Love them. So.
And the focus on the coffee cup, not sure you, they just blurred your face, which I thought that was really cool.
No one needs to see that.
I know, but it was really good. They spent some time here, yes. They had a look at the studio, and they've headed back to get it back into their workload. They do some incredible work down in Brisbane. And but look, if you haven't checked out Join the Adventure or JTA as well, they did a road trip up north and got some great footage. And we talked about this on Monday. They got some great footage of a tour of Longreach, and they got into Innisfail, saw some of the flooding, and their feedback was it's the best they've ever seen Queensland up north with the greenery. So there's still lots of rain. It's still coming down apparently. So bring it down this way. But
fill the dams.
Andrew and Jody, good to catch up with you. And we caught up with Aaron from Koenig's Bitter Garden. Have I said it right? Yeah. Koenig's Bitter Garden. So enjoyed.
He'll have to change his name soon. Someone will get offended.
Chicken Camembert pizza, and we bought a big litre of beer, mate. Really, really good beer. Loved it. So join the adventure, and thanks to Jody and Andrew for the shout outs and popping in town. Looking forward to catching up with you again. Moscow Circus is in town still, mate. The big top's still up. Haven't gone. Didn't take the kids.
Nah.
Parker and Lincoln didn't scream out they wanted to go and see the motorbike and the ball, the ball of death.
Ball of death.
They get in this steel cage and I saw it at the casino once. I went down to a show, and it's pretty awesome how they do it. They just then they put two motorbikes in there, and they're just going around each other. It's just amazing. I don't know how they do it, not kill each other, but it's just one of those tricks, isn't it?
Mental.
Oh, they're crazy, mate, crazy. So this weekend, if you're still looking for things to do, the Moscow Circus is in town. The Makers Market is on this Sunday. It got cancelled a couple of Sundays ago because Dr. Jeanette Young closed Brisbane because someone had a sniffle and had the virus. But anyhow.
Someone got the super spicy cough from the UK.
Yeah. So
but now isn't it interesting? It's the UK strain and it's the South Africa strain, but it's not the China virus.
No. I don't know where the China virus is now. Maybe Trump's got it. He could have it. He could have it. But the Makers Market is on this Sunday. It's down at Blank Space. I think they're still calling it Blank Space. Down that area opposite the Spotted Cow.
Near Spotted Cow, yeah.
Yeah, so it's on. The Farmers Market, of course, is on this Saturday. And good to see you going think local, shop local, support local. I saw you're pushing that. So please do that. Oh, with the cafe too, just nominate locally owned cafes.
Not franchises.
Not franchises. I know the franchises are owned by local people, but let's really focus on your
the mum and dad businesses.
Yeah, the mum and dad businesses. And speaking of Sweet Talk, that lady at Sweet Talk, I don't know her name, but she's got a couple of businesses in town. I think it's her second or third business. So young entrepreneur in Toowoomba, so that's really cool. Mate, 22-year-old takes over nightclub after 9 months of closure. Again, a paywall at the Chronicle. I couldn't read it. Tell me the story.
So it's the Society.
Society. Okay, Russell Street.
Back open on Russell Street. So that's Zach from Tats. Has moved across. And is running that.
Nice. It's good to see it back open again. Though.
Yeah, so he's got the support of John from Tats. So John, who owns Tats, with their support, and Misha, who has Cork and Lever as well.
Lever. So. Lots of good feedback about Cork and Lever. Yet to have the Cork and Lever experience myself. Might shout myself there. Sunday, I've got Sunday off. So my sort of long weekend, Sunday and Monday. So might go down and check it out. Might give you a buzz and see what you're up to. Might do a little review on them, mate. Yeah,
little Sunday session.
Yeah, could do that. Okay, so that's what's happening around Toowoomba, and of course the PCYC Markets is on this Sunday as well. In saying that, if you've got anything coming up next weekend, just shoot us a message through Good Morning Toowoomba or Toowoomba 4350 TV, and we'll give you a shout out, give you a punch along. So. Mate, again, there was a story on news.com. No, or was it the Chronicle? It was on the Chronicle. Dr. Jeanette Young's announced a vaccine plan, so I haven't really got in to read it yet, what it's all about. But,
jab as many people as possible.
Well,
let us on the bloody planes out of the country.
Mate, we know when this travel restriction happened, it was going to be 2024 before we travel overseas. And the travel industry is a bit upset. It was announced there again the other day by Dr. Greg Hunt. But I can't see us travelling in 2022, mate. I really can't see it.
If they're going to force people to get a vaccine to be able to get on a plane, then they need to open the borders.
And that's another topic. Do you think airlines can enforce that people have to prove they've got a vaccine? Can pubs do the same thing, and clubs? Can restaurants do the same? Can people like you at coffee shops say, no, I'm not going to serve you because you haven't got a vaccine? What's your thoughts on that?
Discrimination.
It is, isn't it? It is discouraging.
Don't
get me wrong.
As much as I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
I want the jab straight away.
Get that in me, so if I have the opportunity to get on a plane...
I'll be back next fortnight for the second one too.
I'll be on a plane if I can be. I think it is still personal choice.
Yep.
And I am a little bit iffy about how quickly this vaccine has been rushed through. That's probably, and that's the concern of a lot of people, and that's why it hasn't been approved yet in Australia. So.
And there was a girl at work, I won't mention her name, she just said there is no way in hell she's going to get the first lot of vaccine. She said, and I said, well, I'm going to be up for the first jab and the second jab the next fortnight. That's the way they're rolling it out.
The elderly are getting it first. And the
yes, there's benefits of being old. You young whippersnapper.
That's it. And then the younger people aren't going to get it until phase 2B, I think it is.
Righto. Okay.
Children under 18, not at all to start with. So.
No, fair enough. Well, not many kids have caught the COVID. I mean, I know some kids have. So. Anyhow, we'll just see how it all rolls out. But I couldn't read too much into that story because of the paywall on the Chronicle. So we were saying it's a long weekend, so some businesses are closing Monday and having Tuesday off as well. Temperatures are set to soar, typical on an Australia Day weekend, isn't it? It's going to be hot as Hades. So
hot as for Australia Day.
Spring in middle of summer. So
yep. So pretty much from Australia Day, well, just before Australia Day, usually until February, it's just blisteringly hot.
Yep.
and then it just disappears into the coldness of winter again.
I must admit, yesterday, and we went for dinner on Wednesday night at the Bitter Garden. Mate, it was a bit fresh. It was nearly like winter. Andrew and Jody had jackets on. I didn't because I'm acclimatised to Toowoomba. But that's where did this cold weather come from in Toowoomba? And we nearly got rain, but it's funny how. And I just said to Andrew, Toowoomba weather is just like Melbourne now. It really is. It's just Melbourne in disguise for weather-wise, you know. That's probably why they can't predict the weather here in Toowoomba. They always get it wrong.
That's a 30% chance of 1 millimetre of rain.
Yeah.
Just in case it sprinkles somewhere.
Yeah. The coronavirus in national news has claimed a chain of restaurants that have gone into voluntary administration. There's 1 store in Melbourne and 9 in Sydney. The chain is called Din Tai Fung. It's an Asian sort of place, started in Taiwan in the 50s, so they're claiming coronavirus has caused the collapse of the Australian side of things. So that's really sad news, and hopefully we won't see much more of that, but it might be inevitable.
If they don't stop playing checkers with all the borders, the tourism and the travel industries are going to be up a certain creek without a boat, let alone a paddle.
And that it's tourism, the arts, hospitality, entertainment has been the main victim of all these
And the
lockdowns.
interesting thing is all of these bureaucrats and politicians that make all of these decisions that affect all of these industries have yet to lose a single cent from their paycheck.
Yep.
Maybe it's time that the decisions they make affect them, not just everyone else.
Have you thought about doing your own show about your political view on things? And
I don't want to end up in front of another committee.
the young Andrew Bolt.
God forbid I have my own opinions and think freely of others of the right.
Righto. Okay, and I'm from the left, but I sort of sit in the middle as well. Just quickly, I don't know where we're up to. How much time? We've been on the air 5-6 minutes. It's just clocked over. This is really handy. I can see is that the timer there? 6 minutes we've been on? No, it's not. Okay.
21.
21 minutes. We've been talking crap for that long. Dolly Parton, one of my favourite singers, turned 75, mate. I love Dolly. I love her music.
She turned 75.
They did turn 75 with her too. So happy birthday, Dolly. Hope you had a great day. Did you get up and watch the inauguration?
No.
I did
watch the highlights.
Yep.
And I skipped through the motorcade of him entering the White House. So.
Well, Jody, Andrew and myself were having dinner, and we're going to set the alarm and see if one of the National Guardsmen or 2 of them take a shot at Joe Biden or Camilla, but nothing happened. Everyone was calm. It was really weird, mate.
They made it out to be bigger than Ben-Hur, and it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was just so solemn in Washington and quiet. And Garth Brooks came out and sang a song, and Gaga sang the Star Spangled Banner. It was really weird the way she sang that, but it was quite good.
Her outfit was interesting. There's a great meme of her up there, and someone's put it up and said, "The new Hunger Games movie looks interesting."
Oh, there's some funny stuff around. I'll show you one I just saw at 4 o'clock this morning. So the inauguration, and they haven't been reporting this. I picked this up from news.com. There are protests in the streets of Seattle, Washington, Boston, Massachusetts, and Portland, Oregon. And it seems that in those areas, it's only like a couple hundred protesters on the street, and they're just going, "F you, Biden, we didn't pick you," and carrying on. But I haven't seen much on the news about that. It's just on news.com. I picked that story up. So, but there's bound to be a little bit of unrest. There's probably still some people not happy about what's happened. But
there will be people that are unhappy about it. There's people that are unhappy about the fact that Chucky got back in Queensland. But the oldies all thought that she kept us safe.
And some people, like, they're saying, "God damn it, Garth Hamilton got in into Groom. Should have been someone else."
Not only did he get in,
he swept it in. He rocked it in, big fella. He did. So, but and just very quickly, the passion. And my friend in America, Trisha Yakovon, we were messaging each other during Biden's speech at 3 o'clock in the morning, And then she said to me, Daryl, some of the comments on your page, there's some people, are they Americans? And I went, no, they're Australians. They're just passionate about, you know, I know you're passionate about Trump, and there's some other people that are the same way, but
I like Trump.
yeah. And I've got a friend in
I think it was
Stanthorpe.
I think it was being a bit of a 12-year-old throwing a tantrum towards the end. But
Yeah. Well, Nathan in Stanthorpe, he's Nathan Collier. He said, "Look out, folks! I'll be, you know, giving you Biden supporters a bit of a hard time." So I said, "I'll bring it on. We've got thick skin like Biden." He goes, "Well, Biden is 100 and something years old with thick skin, so 1,000 years old." But there's a lot of Australians that are really passionate about what's happening in America as well. So, and I think that's a good thing, because when America sneezes, the world reacts, doesn't it? So there you go. Excuse me. Tennis stars, there's been a bit of controversy about that, and Spanish star Paula Badosa, I think I've said that right, Paula, if I get my Spanish right. Spanish star Paula Badosa complained about lockdown. Guess what she's got?
Right.
Yep, 7 days into a 14-day quarantine. She is as sick as a dog. So, don't know where she picked it up, but she was having a good old bitch about lockdown and everything. And
I
now
find
she's
it
got
interesting
it.
they flew them all in.
Yep.
Were they not wearing masks on the plane? Because if they're all like that, they keep telling us wear
Yeah,
masks,
wear
wear
masks.
masks, wear masks.
Yep. And
Well,
the last thing,
it hasn't helped any of the tennis players, has it?
That's right,
If they
and
were
the
wearing
last-
them on the plane.
the bloody last thing Melbourne needs is another dose of the virus going through Melbourne, hey? I mean, wouldn't everyone be sitting there going, holy shit, hope this doesn't happen again? So, but there you go. So the Spanish tennis star Paula
think
Badosa has
The last thing
coronavirus.
the last thing Melbourne needs is another Dan Andrews power trip. So
Oh, God, stop it. And just quickly, mate, every night I've been working at the sports club. The BBL is such a great game. It's a great game. Big Bash.
the Big
cricket.
Bash League, it
Yeah.
is a great game. However,
catches and the
if the
fielding.
game is played on January 26th,
Yep.
it is getting played on Australia Day. That is the day that we celebrate the unification of the states
That's
of
right.
Australia.
Exactly. Here's a funny. I don't know whether they can see this one. This one here but it goes knock knock at the White House. Who's there? Says Donald Trump, and it's Obama and Biden again. Not you. Have you seen that one?
I have.
It's a classic. So check that one out. You can find that on Facebook. And let's wrap up today, mate.
I really like the new Australian lamb ad.
That is great. If you haven't seen that new Australian lamb ad, check it out.
They've released billboards, still images, and it's of Chucky and Gladys
Oh, no.
eating
Oh, yeah, I
the
saw
same
that.
piece of lamb.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh.
Some funny stuff. So I'm really looking forward to Australia Day, even though I'll be working. But we're doing some Australia Day bingo at the sports club. You got to call, instead of saying bingo, you got to go oi 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 or Aussie Aussie Aussie. So there's some stuff going on. There's some special food for Australia Day as well. So check out the Toowoomba Sports Club Facebook
Lamingtons?
page. I think there might be, yes. So
Because they're Australian.
they're Australian. That's right.
They're
yeah.
not New Zealand. They're Australian.
Righto. Mate, I'm going to wrap up with a quote from the inauguration from Joe Biden, just something there. So,
Just to poke the button.
I know speaking of unity can sound to some like a foolish fantasy these days. I know that the forces that divide us are deep and they are real. I also know they are not new. Deep. Deep. Let's see if he gets America back together
Confusing.
again, mate. Let's see if he gets America back together again. So, okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Have a great long weekend if you're having a long weekend. Stay safe. Drive to the conditions. Don't be an idiot. Don't end up in a body bag after a car accident, please. Just really, and we're serious about that. Just drive safely in the region. I think the last thing the fireys and police need to do is, or the police is, go and knock on someone's door and give the bad news about a car accident. So please drive safe and take it easy. I'm Daryl Nicholson, Toowoomba 4350 TV, and more than just a postcode. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for joining us with Good Morning Toowoomba. As always, like and share us on Facebook. Invite all your friends over. Subscribe on YouTube. I'm Ben Apsey.
Don't forget to come and get a coffee. My shout.